Now, a man can have sex until he dies and makes kids damn near that whole time. A female is actually sacrificing more because we don't get our looks back, our tits start sagging, our ass starts getting flat. We ain't got time to be playing with y'all like that.
Just stop playing.
No, marry me or let me keep it moving, because at the end of the day, I can't keep playing these games like y'all can keep playing these games.
Yeah, but you ain't...
It doesn't make any sense. It's a sacrifice as well. Give me my insurance because I'm taking care of your kids. Hard. I'm taking care of the home. You got somewhere cozy and clean to come home to. Because if you were by yourself, you would just come home to your pissy ass toilet, your half a shower curtain, and that's how you got to live. But when you have a female, she's going to take care of home and make sure everything's good and give you a good space to work in. Our good years are gone. Y'all are still old, getting money and still having young girls, sugar babies and all kinds of stuff and living your best life, driving a Ferrari. And now I'm all older, you know, my ass is sagging, my titties are sagging, and where's my insurance if you didn't marry me? Like, what do I get out of that, out of taking care of you? Like, where's our insurance?
Well, you make a valid point. I think I agree with both of y'all, really, reality, because I do agree with everybody know I'm single unless I'm married, all right? So you definitely need to get married. That's your insurance for a woman. And a man, we just got to know and analyze exactly who we invest in our time to. So if a man don't, and I'm a firm believer of this, if a man don't marry you, which means he's showing you how much he's willing to invest into you. Period. So and now investments for us is kind of a little easy, as what my boy was saying, Rico was saying this, because really, if you were just talking about investing in financial aspect, you don't got to be my wife for me to invest into you. Let's just be clear here, right? But however, if we are together and we trying to, I think a woman's security is marriage. You have to get married at the end of the day. And if you don't get married, he's not willing to marry you, then he's playing games with you.
Yeah, I was watching a video about healthy and unhealthy relationships, and it was a black man talking, and he said, you should never be in a relationship for 5 to 10 years, and marriage is not the end goal. And he was like, there's no religion against marriage, which is true. And he was like, some people love to say, oh, it's just a piece of paper, it don't mean anything. So when you go to sign $1 million contract, don't sign a contract. Just take their word for it, right? Because a piece of paper doesn't mean anything. Right. If that's what you want to say.
So in other words, you're saying you have to protect yourself. And
he wasn't talking about protection. He was talking about healthy relationships, healthy investments. You are spending your time and money with this person and your being. So he was like, you have to get married. Married needs, just like how you said, he said marriage needs to be the end goal.
Yeah, because the purpose of marriage and contracts in general is to protect both parties. So that's the root of it, you know, which is why I say it's to, which is why I say.
Do you believe it's to protect women more than men?
No, I think that, yes, definitely, because a man can move forward. A man move forward like this. She made a valid point. I could be 70 years old and still produce. She can't produce at 70 years old, supposedly, right? But on the flip side of it, if I 100% agree with y'all about protection, right? Getting married to protect y'all. But I also agree that a man should protect himself. If you truly love me, why not sign a prenup?
Absolutely.
Okay,
so I can protect myself.
But why is it monetary? Why are we not talking about legally binding? Meaning, if you get in an accident and you're in a coma, your mother and father can't say pull the plug.
Right.
You know, I'm the one that you live with. I'm the one that you have children with. I should be able to say what happens.
I agree, but the prenup don't have nothing to do with you.
You're talking about the prenup.
I'm saying to protect us. If we know it's common.
I was talking about marriage, baby.
I'm saying, so we know it's common in marriage that women get married to men and then have a baby by them and then get a divorce, and she was using this man this whole entire time for money just to be financially secure, right? So that happens. Let's not pretend like that does not happen. So I think that to counter that, why can't men have prenups?
No one said men couldn't have prenups. Now, what are the agreements with the prenup? Are we saying you're leaving with the same thing you came in with, or are you getting half? Like, I feel like that's between the person, because if Rico's starting a business and I'm answering the phones,
exactly,
and we get married, but the business under his name, and he become a multi-millionaire. I was helping him start that business. So you're telling
probably
me
not even getting paid. Yes. What are you talking about?
But I get you. Listen, I'm not disagreeing.
Okay. Well,
Guess
no.
what? If
You better not.
if you are answering the phones of my company for 10 years or 5 years, let's just say 5 years, right?
a year, bro.
Okay, let's say you're answering the phone for a year of my company, and then I become a multi-millionaire, right? You get the flat rate for that year that you would have answered the calls.
You are a shitty person, because do y'all have kids together?
Because what if I answered that multi-million call?
I didn't interrupt anybody. I'm just saying I didn't interrupt, so I would like to speak, right? My thing is, people have, and I say people, anybody who's getting into relationships have entitlement issues because they contribute, right? Now, you have to understand what you're contributing versus its value, right? So if I am the owner of a company and my company becomes a multi-million company, it's not because people were answering the phones. That's not, hold on, slow. That's not something that I could not possess or go out and get. Now you are doing it, and I am grateful for you, so I'm going to pay you exactly what that job was in this company, if you're talking about business. So when it comes to the prenup thing, I'm more so thinking like, why is it that it's such a scare tactic when it comes to like, hey, listen, I'm going to bring you in, right? I want you to sign a prenup. You're gonna leave with whatever you came with and whatever you've earned, right? But you see how you do this? So now when it comes to men, for us to protect ourselves, we get shamed on.
Okay, so I'm going to speak for myself. Let's say I have a boyfriend now, and he's telling me like, hey, when you go on your show, talk about this, or, you know, be less confrontational, do this. He's grooming me to be the best talk show host. And I'd sign a multi-million deal. Something happened, and we break up. Our agreement was we have a prenuptial agreement, whatever. I'll make way more than him. I'm sorry, but I'm not putting money into the mix thinking like that. Like, oh, you think you deserve half? You wasn't sitting in front of those cameras. He still helped me, even though he didn't.
So
he wasn't physically here. Listen, it's not only about my career. He was there when I had my period cramps and I was cranky. He was there when I was sick. He was there when I felt like I was ugly. He took me out on dates. He did.
Are you giving him half?
Yes.
A lot happens in the house. When you're in a real relationship, a lot happens in the household. There's a lot of pillow talk. There's a lot of things that will affect you in your workspace. So if you have someone who is contributing to what you do at your workspace, or when I know what kind of woman I am. I am a woman that damn near deserve that half, if not more, because when it comes to business, not only am I giving you plenty of ideas to make your business better, to make it grow, to make anything, I'm that kind of woman. So if it comes down to it and we get a divorce, I know I deserve that half. I don't know about every other woman, but I know damn well that I'm one of those women, because I'm contributing to the business and I'm making it damn near what it is.
And I agree, but this is my point, and I agree. That's why I said, Rico, the principle what you were saying, I agree with. But however, I do agree with if somebody's there with you helping you build, that person deserves half.
They do,
right? You got a children.
Yes,
why not?
Exactly what
and
children
listen,
do, though.
Wait, are you in a partnership or a marriage? Because at this point, like, if it's love and connection, you're getting married for. Is it like money?
It's
that's what I'm
both.
saying. What happened to actual love and like
you're just looking at one aspect of the
Are
relationship?
y'all business partners or like what?
No, but listen. The thing about it is the principle. What he's trying to say is, which I agree with, men should protect themselves as well. I 100% agree with that. However, in addition though, I do agree with, ladies, we understand, it's a 6 on the table. Right now, me and Rico looking at a 6. Let me look at the 9, which y'all looking at. I do agree that, you know, a woman should protect herself, and if a woman help build, or a man help build, whatever, right, or vice versa, it doesn't matter. If you help build and you become some blown up the whole 9 yards, yes, I do. And you got children by this person. Why wouldn't you want to see this person? That person deserves half, in my opinion. Now, that's people who build. But if I'm already lit, and I come to you, and now because we only spoke on one aspect. Yeah. This other aspect, I'm already lit, and I meet you. Why is it hard, or why is the frown faces of a man saying, listen, I want to marry you the whole 9 yards, but I want you to sign this prenup?
Not wrong
right?
with that.
Is anything wrong with that?
No,
Okay.
That's not what we're talking about.
I mean,
I was talking about.
But because you spoke on one aspect.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
I
trying to
absolutely said, y'all speaking about monetary value right now. I'm speaking about, like I said, if I broke my leg and he was there, he took off from work and he helped me heal. The times that, or, you know, he went through something or I went through something, we was there for each other. You know what I mean? He dedicated his life to me. Mm-hmm. So if I blow up, he could have been with whoever else he wanted to be with. But nobody is perfect. We all go through our own stuff. We don't know how any of us are behind closed doors. But that person knows because they've been with you. Mm-hmm. So if they've been with you, riding with you, supporting you, and I'm talking about a real healthy relationship, but it happens to not work out, they got years of their life they cannot bring back. What if you was a woman that didn't want to have kids? Now this man 50. I don't want to be no dad at 50, miss.
Can I take
like, you know what I mean? Or you wanted to have kids and he didn't want to have kids. Now you 45. Like, damn, you sacrificed a lot. You paying for time loss, basically.
Yeah, but like,
that's what you paying for.
You gotta think about it like this, Nikki. Like, first and foremost, that sounds very poetic. That's what I'm gonna say. Why? Because if I can be with you through the thick and the thin, there should be no reason why we go to an end. Mm-hmm. So let's get to the real.
Go ahead, Rico.
The real is that there's a problem between me and you. We're not working. Right? So this wasn't all, rainbows and sunshines throughout our relationship, because we're going to a divorce. We're talking about marriage going to a divorce. And there's actually a saying that says, whatever the divorce is, divide that time divide the time you started in half, and you've been divorcing for that amount of time. So if we were together for 5 years, we've been divorcing for 2.5. Right? So 2.5 years, shit wasn't good. So you might have gave me great ideas for the first 2.5 years. You might have been there for me, and I might have been there for you. But now you want to talk about non-monetary values. The last 2.5 years, I was busting my ass, and me and you were having problems at home.
Doesn't mean I wasn't taking care of home, Rico. I probably still gave you some ass on a mad night.
That's cool.
But if I have a children with this woman and my wife helped build, regardless, I don't care if we was married for 10 years and we've been beefing for the last 5 years. Do you think I'm going to just get a divorce with her and make sure she's not okay? Like, that's my daughter's mother. No, like, if she's not okay, my daughter's gonna be looking at their mom not okay. So it's in my interest, right? My best interest, because my investment is those little girls. So I need their mother to be at least have peace of mind. So my investment, which is my daughters, my personal interest that I have, that they are okay.
But do you see how automatically the woman is stuck with those kids? So y'all talking about y'all just getting out of the situation and leaving.
No, I never
and
said
now
that.
you at the club, you popping bottles, you spending money on all of these girls, these strippers, these this, these that, having a good time, and baby girls at the house with them kids. Give me my motherfucking half, because you living your best life and I'm over here with your snot-nosed kids. No, we not doing that.
Not everybody's like that. It will rise with a good amount of
I'm not saying you, I'm saying in general. Most times when they leave a situation, you're gonna end up leaving the kids with the mom. That's how most of the situations go.
Honestly, that's realistically.
That's how it always goes.
But that's not always by choice, first of all. That's one. Women take the kids, and I don't know, I still don't understand why women get a right to take the kids without a fair fight for men. 100%. Good men.
Go ahead.
Not every man, but good men is not. I still to this day don't understand why they automatically win. But whatever.
Because we pop the kids out. You're not in labor. We're in labor.
I mean, all right. So that's a different topic, but we're getting into that.
I feel like it's the same
but
topic.
To get back, right?
You didn't have to go through now I'm not gonna say trauma. I feel like that's harsh, but you didn't have to go through the whole process, like the life
trauma.
Okay, trauma. The life changing moment. So that's. I feel like it's different.
Wait, hold on. No.
Go ahead,
Stop.
Rico.
We're gonna finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead, bro.
So, what I'm also gonna tell you, Jada, is that over 70% of women file for divorces. So y'all are filing for divorces, and y'all are taking half, and y'all are taking the kids, and now it's our duty to make sure that the women is okay, because at the end of the day, we don't want our kids to not be okay. But let's just flip this real quick. If a woman moves on, and we whatever the case may be, but the father is doing bad, fuck the dad. He's a low life. He's a bum. He don't got his shit together. He can't even provide for me and my kids, but you doing good. But you doing good. But like what I'm saying is the spectrum is always flipped on a man to have the losing end. That's all I'm saying.
Because it's a double standard, but I'm okay with those double standards. I was born with broad shoulders. I could take the pressure. Listen.
You know something? We talk about investments, right? Protect your investment. So, and entitlement in marriage, right? So let's talk about parents, for instance, right? You was a football player. Your mother sent you to training camp.
No, she didn't.
She sent you to the best high school.
No, she didn't.
Now
Come
you
on.
this big
I was in a
football-
public school and I did what I had to do.
Right, in general.
Now you this big football star, right? Is she entitled when you sign a multi-million deal? Is she entitled to a house? Is she entitled to a new
First
car?
of all, my mother brought me in this world.
That's right.
That's one. We're not going to compare my mother to my wife. But don't you ever do that to a man.
All right, now wait. Let me finish. Now versus a mother that wasn't there for you.
So,
a mother that didn't do nothing. Is she still entitled because she's your mother?
No.
You just put.
No.
You know what?
And you know what? So, no, Nikki. No, Nikki.
So you mean the woman that's there for you while you going through this whole process and supporting you?
She didn't bring me in this world. But
if your mother didn't help you, she's still not entitled, bro. But the mother that did help you is entitled, though.
Even though she brought
you into the world.
No, I didn't. You guys just proved my point.
Sound crazy.
If you bring me into this world and carry me throughout my journey, you are entitled. Maybe you can't bring me to this world because you're my wife. But if you help me build this world the entire way, you are entitled.
Well, first of all, I don't agree with any mother or anyone is entitled. Entitlement is the thief of hard work and progression.
I'm asking Nikki a question now. Now everybody Nikki, have you ever, Nikki Diamante, have you ever pretended or exaggerated the way you felt for a man for possible gain? All the time. That's all my that's just my question. That's just my question.
Every day.
Because you said we don't take enough time to know y'all, but I'm just saying y'all be faking. Yo,
I want my lawyer.
No
So the thing with me, I was really, really toxic last year. Last year, really, really toxic. And there were men that I literally knew I had no future with this person. They were placeholders. And I would tell them anything. Yes, placeholders. And I would tell them anything to reel them in, to get them to think that I liked them or cared for them more than I actually did, because it was like an ego boost. Like, to have a guy fiend for you or do anything for you,
I don't know.
You I'll be watching the phone ring when you call.
I agree.
So I was very egotistical. I'm not, proud of it. That's very sickening, because if a guy was doing it, if a guy was telling you everything you wanted to hear and taking you out on dates and be like, no, I just want to be friends.
Right.
You said you love me.
Right.
So we gotta give her a round of applause, because at the end of the day, women gets on men when the minute that a man do something, he get all over social media. Y'all dogs. You
do
sitting there,
too.
but
What are you talking about?
no. Listen. Listen,
time.
women don't like to admit, but women don't like to admit. See, a man will publicly admit it, but women don't like to admit that y'all be exaggerating a whole bunch of things, knowing that you don't really feel some type of way about this man. But the minute, which is why I tell men, listen, really court or take this person seriously, because women get the high because they not the ones that propose. If they really love or that will really marry you, they can run off. The reason why I left him because he didn't pop the question, but you really didn't want to marry him in the first place. But you get the high behind that, so you got to bring her all the way out to the sea. But you was about to say what, Crystal?
I'm sorry, really quick. It's apparent when people do it, though.
Huh?
I feel like it's apparent. Like, Crystal, I just said I do it for ego reasons, and then there's women that do it for money. So I feel like you don't feel like it's apparent. Like, have you ever been with somebody where it was just like, you thought like this is my boo, but it was just like nah, like we just having a good time?
Yeah, for me,
No,
I
she's
feel
having
like
a good time. He's falling in love.
Yeah, that's how it is.
okay, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I've been in that situation. For me, it's like I don't know, if we catch a vibe, then we catch a vibe. Now, you know, I'm gonna be with you and we'll do what we do. And sometimes it might not always benefit you in a way that you thought it was gonna benefit you, but I'm not gonna say I don't care. I'm just gonna be like, well, I'm having a good time. So if you're not gonna say nothing, like I'm gonna do it how I wanna do it.
So have a guy ever asked you to be his girlfriend and he was like, wait, what?
Yeah. I was like, well, I didn't say wait, what? I just paused. I was like, huh? Like, are you like serious right now?
Did you see yourself with him?
I think I did. I think for me, it's just like, for me to be committed in a relationship, I get very nervous. Because it's like when I'm in a relationship or I'm with somebody, like I'm with you. Like togetherness is a thing for me. Like we're locked in. Like
so you don't cheat or anything like that?
No, I wouldn't. Like I'm a solid. Like I'm committed.
She's a Scorpio.
We're Scorpios, guys. We're Scorpios.
In my past life, when I was younger, I'm not gonna say I'm like completely wholesome, and I've never like when I was younger, like. The thing about me is like I go off of the vibes I catch with the guy. I go off of like how we interact, and sometimes like in the long run, I needed a little bit more. You know, like I believe in myself enough, and like the work that I do and how I carry myself, and like I believe in myself enough where I don't like really look at men like, okay, well you gotta have this and you gotta have that, and you gotta have money, you gotta, I'm not that girl. Like, and I started to realize like, no, I gotta have some kind of high standard because.
So what is your standard now?
My standard now, I feel like you got to be able to be in a partnership with me at this point. Because it's like,
what does that mean?
Partnership where it's like,
What do you have to offer for a partnership?
For a partnership, I have everything to offer. Like,
what?
If you have a business, I'm investing. If you want to throw this, I'm planning. If you want to do this, like I feel like I have enough skills, and I feel like I get my money and I know how to like maintain it. If you pitch in something, so it's like I'm your investor, your shareholder, your organizer, your plan. Like I'm all of these things.
Are you emotionally stable?
Before
emotionally stable, I would say no. Yeah, I have my bad days, but overall, like.
Yeah,
if we have a goal and we getting somewhere and we're like building towards this, like, and you taking direction or I'm taking direction and you're following suit or I'm following suit, then I'm all in. Like emotional what?
When a man says, that's the type of woman that they're like, how are y'all trying to dictate or get upset because you have men like, you know what? That's the woman I would deal with.
Nobody said anything wrong with that.
I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna say absolutely like I'm 100% perfect. Obviously, there's my emotional like flaws that can, eat at somebody else's whatever they got going on.
So
you know
you're
what
crazy.
I'm saying? Every woman's a little crazy.
Like, what is your temperament?
I'm joking, yo.
Are you good with kids? Are you scared of dogs? These are things you got to think about when you dealing with somebody and you talking about partnership. What if this person have a dog? What if this person have kids already? Are you good with kids?
Yeah, I'm adaptable. I can adjust.
Adaptable.
Like I'm very like I've traveled a lot. I've moved around a lot. I'm not in the same. So
yo, Crystal, I get what you're saying. Nikki don't want to accept it, but I get it.
It's not that because I don't want anybody in a relationship saying they couldn't adjust. You are an individual. If you have to adjust too much in a relationship, you no longer become an individual.
So can I say something real quick on that?
Maybe you need to adjust, Nikki.
The biggest room in the house is room for improvement.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the end of the day, like you always need to adjust.
Yes.
New knowledge come on the planet every single day. If you still stuck on who you were yesterday and you're not adjusting to the time, then you stuck in a time warp. You need to always constantly evolving. So you need to adjust. You need to adapt. So
because the person
in order to make things work,
it's not always going to be the same person. I'm not always going to be the
same person. 100%.
We supposed to live 100 years. Like you think I'm going to be this person for 100 years? No,
I mean, growing and adjusting is different. If that camera is crooked right there, he could adjust it. But if it's broken, it's still going to be broken, whether he adjusted or not.
Yeah.
You understand?
and I agree with that.
Oh, wait.
Excuse me.
How did that go
with
to
the toxic
the point?
masculinity? Okay.
Yeah, get out of here.
Don't call masculinity toxic. Don't do that.
I said with the toxic. Okay. The thing is, when we say adjust, like I said, you could be broken, but you could adjust to a situation. I don't want nobody to adjust to me. I want to grow with you.
Well, it's not broken. It's just bending. If the relationship is bending in a way, like we gonna straighten
when
it together.
When we talk about healthy relationships, a lot of us don't know what healthy relationships are. When you start to lose yourself as an individual,
what that
I feel like
that's unhealthy in a relationship.
I understand what you're saying.
So
I'm not
you can't
saying...
be with somebody and totally adjust yourself or remove yourself from your previous life. You need to have your own life outside of the relationship. So if you gotta adjust too much,
now,
like
exactly. Can I comment on
emotionally?
that?
Like I'm gonna adjust for my man emotionally because you have to. When men are supposed to go out in the world and be this person and be strong and be this. So I'm gonna adjust, be like, baby, it's okay. Like you can talk to me. You could tell me what else you're going through. You could tell me this. So I'm gonna address emotionally. And I know myself, like, I can be very...
Adjustment and supportiveness probably...
No, because the adjustment... you're not... All right, listen. Can I just speak real quick?
I'm just trying to...
And I gotta say something after you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna throw it to Jada. What I'm hearing, Rico is hearing, is that she is going to do what is ever necessary to make the relationship work. So she's willing to adjust, right? She's not committed to her. She's not committed to him. She's committed to what the relationship is. If right now for 5 years, I need her to do X, Y, and Z, she's going to do X, Y, and Z. If 5 years later, I need her to do...
Run. I'm not going to lose myself in the long run.
We're not going to say complimenting morality, right? But yeah, you're right. So now let's say I need her to do A, B, and C, which is the total opposite spectrum. She's going to adjust to make sure it works so that we both could work and go in the right direction. And I feel like I like this because a lot of times, even myself, I'll be so stuck in what I want to do and how I have to move that if I could lose out on somebody great because I don't want to take a different step. And that's the problem.
So you gotta learn how. And so the man,
you gotta learn how to adjust.
It's my turn.
Comes in.
Go ahead.
Go Jada.
So because I know a lot of people don't believe in signs, but because she's my Scorpio sister, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. We're basically women who are submissive, but we're not one to play with. So we know what we want. If we're interested in you, if you intrigue us, if you do what you're supposed to do, we're going to be that woman, period. We can do, if being there for you and being a good woman for you is gonna help us get to where we need to go in the end, that's gonna work for us. But if you play around and you don't have certain things that we desire, then we're just gonna leave the situation, period. But submissive is very important in a woman. And it's been so hard on women, especially Black women, that a lot of us don't know how to be submissive and we don't know how to cater to a man. That's and we're not ready to make changes in order to make things work. And that's just how, the shit is sabotaged. But you have to be able to say, all right, we have a child. Now I have to be home. Like, I'm just speaking from my situation now. I just had a child. So now my life is different. I can't just go out and party and go to dinners with him and do this and do that. I have to stay at home and make sure our child is good while he goes out and he works. And as emotional as I was in the beginning because I was frustrated, I had to realize, all right, he's at work because he has an end goal for us. And I'm here making sure that our child is good so that eventually we can come to a meeting point and our lives can make another, change so that we can adjust to it. So it's kind of like, shit just got to work out.
And that's dope. And mind you, I don't think that is just a Scorpio thing. I just think that's just a woman in general.
Submissiveness and adjusting, that's like two different things for me. So I just want to clear that up.
But
it's not like
submissive doesn't mean oppression. A lot of times people try to use that in the same thing because you could be submissive and that doesn't mean that you a pushover. People, we get caught up on words and we are trained to think that submission is you're a pushover. That's not what this is. So we both, the woman, as you saying, needs to adjust and the man has to adjust to the time. We're both evolving and learning. It's a journey to learning or getting to self-actualization to your true potential. So you still learning yourself, she's still learning herself, and y'all adjusting to the time to what, as Rico said, or what I heard, what Crystal and then now Jada was saying, and I think that you agreed to this point a little bit as well, as in, you give me the look, but I think that trying to do or compromise, that's really the term, compromise to do what's best for the relationship. As long as it's not destroying you as a person, then I think that compromising, and sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it does hurt. Nothing is peachy. Right. Everybody wants things to be so peachy, and that's just not reality.
Trying to have a healthy standpoint. you were saying Scorpio women, we ride 5 men. Like, yeah, that's cool. I feel like a lot of reason why, and not you, because I see how you've been doing without, your previous relationships before, you've been doing what you needed to do. A lot of women don't have much going on, and I'm not saying going like, she probably work a regular job. So when you see a man like Ra or Rico, men that have big dreams, you're going to kind of like ride the coattail, and you're going to invest a lot of yourself in what he got going on.
That's true.
And I feel like in a relationship, that's unhealthy because that's his thing. It's not your thing, and you're not happy, so you're trying to ride on his coattail thinking that's going to make you happy by making him happy.
Well,
And
I don't know if
feel
that's like subbing me, but like for me, I'm not. No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not trying to like.
Yo,
No, because you said you pointed her out. You said I know her, but you don't know me, so like I can understand why you would.
I like this.
I'm just saying, like,
Taurus is on your panel today.
all I'm saying is I know what I bring. I know what I'm trying to do.
Know you,
so like,
but I know her, and I know she had a business that was doing her own
and I
thing
understand
before.
that.
But some women, and that's why I said. She said it's a Scorpio thing, but most women, and I'm not saying
no, I know, but it was just two Scorpios right here that was talking about it, so that's why I just said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even trying to like do anything. I'm just saying, like, for me to speak for myself as the other Scorpio woman sitting on the couch,
honey,
I'm not just gonna ride my man's coattail. I'm gonna believe in his dreams, and I have my own dreams as well.
One lesson at this table: if there's an envelope and your name is not on it, do not open it. Because if I didn't say specifically you, I don't know you to say that's your thing.
And that's why I wasn't really trying to.
Healthy relationships. We can't always, like a woman, we can't always see a man that's doing good and stop what we doing and go up under him. Because a lot of women do that.
But
that's why I said my standard of getting in a relationship, like I'm like very nervous and hesitant about it because I know how I am in a relationship. So it's like we just dating, like I'm gonna contribute and add, but I'm not gonna fully like be
with that being said, your standards also have to be high though. Because if I'm contributing to you and if I'm doing this and doing that, you're not gonna cheat on me. You're not gonna disrespect me in any kind of way. You're gonna know that we have marriage coming up, right?
I'm saying,
we have this
that's the negatives. That's the negatives. But look, you know what I don't like though, the shaming, right? Sometimes some women don't have, as you said, doesn't have direction, but her direction, it makes her feel good of helping others, like helping her man. Sometimes what he wants is like, for instance, y'all both can do something as a team. Is that losing yourself?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you directly.
Because I felt like I was very specific on women that don't got much going on. So I wasn't talking about women that actually is in
going
the same
to college
field
doesn't mean that you got much going on. What standard are we talking about, though?
I just want to say what I think, right? Because I think there's two ways to be a smart woman. A smart woman, right? There's two ways, right? You could be a smart woman by helping build your man because you don't want to work. So if you build your man, nobody wants to work, not just women.
But if she's married to you, she's fucked because she's not getting half.
But no. If she's married to me and did the bare minimum, she's not getting half. Yes, that's 100% right. But like I was saying, if you are there's two ways to be a smart woman. If you help your man build everything, right? Build the empire. You don't have to worry about working once that empire is built. You don't have to worry about stressing or any type of financial stress once that empire is built. That's one way to be a smart woman. We can't knock them. There's another way to be a smart woman. You can finesse the men that come into your life constantly and take from him, just so you can build yourself to the top. But there's two ways, and neither of them are wrong. Well, actually, I'm gonna say one of them is wrong. I'm gonna say one of them is wrong, but I don't want to put a judgment.
Is the other third.
But a woman who builds her own, and listen, there's nobody, and
nobody.
There's nobody that builds their own without supporting cast. And I don't really care if you're a woman or a man. You need other pieces to the puzzle that put you in the position to utilize that opportunity you have today.
No such thing as
so if you're a woman and you're at a CEO, guess what? There might have been a woman or a man that helped you put yourself in that CEO position.
Right.
At the end of the day, you still needed other people, but that's the same person who believed in one dream and focused on one building and pushed it to the top until they got to the position that they needed to get to. Now, we can't shame those people. I don't like when women shame other women for helping their man. When in history, that has been what has been going on. And that woman has typically ate better than women who tried to utilize man as an opportunistic goal.
And not I gotta preface this because I don't want. This is not a shot at Nikki. This is not a shot at Nikki.
Let's sign a prenup. Like,
listen,
why
no,
would
but
we need a
listen,
prenup if I help you
no,
with your empire?
listen, no,
Because
we're not talking about. No,
women aren't building. Women today are not helping men build empires.
You just said if a woman help you build your empire, you're gonna sit there and look back at your checkbook like, oh, you worked 10
That's
hours.
not what I
today.
said.
That's what you said,
No, you said no. What I said, and I speak very clear. We're not slow here, and we have
you
footage.
said
So,
for
like,
your
guys, be careful.
position that you played.
She said, if I worked as a call center for 1 year, then you're gonna get paid for a call representative for 1 year.
$12.50 or something.
Whatever
So
it may
what
be.
does a woman need?
The
No
minimum
tax,
is
no tip.
different.
So let me ask you, what does a woman need to do to build your empire now? You're a music artist, you're an actor.
What
does she need to do?
okay.
In the video,
I was about to say, just to point blank, so the audience, I know how this probably gonna look. Just to be clear, Rico, if you were a woman, right, and you have a child, say you got 3 children by this woman, y'all been married for 10 years, and y'all get a divorce, would you give, or do you believe that you need to take care of that woman after y'all get a divorce?
As long as my kids live with her.
Okay, all right, so.
If my kids do not live with her, no, I don't need to take care of it. No grown adult.
All right, so just to be clear, because women
A grown adult that has your
because
kids,
a lot of
though.
No, as long as my kids
live with
lives
her,
with her.
yeah.
She doesn't have my kids if they don't live with her.
No, I know what you're saying. But
So
like,
wait,
she
so-
still has to.
So he's not saying he's leaving a woman. So I just want to make that clear because I know how it's gonna look on my boy. He's not leaving a woman scot dry. A woman that's there that has his children for
I don't
him.
gotta say things. Listen, I let the
world think
people.
what they want.
I let the people who can comprehend explain. Like, I don't have to explain everything. I don't have. We don't even have that much time on the segment.
So Rashawn,
Yes.
as a man, right? You're not on the show. It's me. It's me. You watching online like everybody else.
Okay.
But you my man. Could you be submissive to me? I'd be like, Rashawn, I wanna have the kids. You gonna stay home with the kids, or I'll go get this bag. You could be submissive.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on what you're talking about, though.
I'm very straightforward.
Right.
I'm working. I'm building my empire, but I want you as my support.
Like, so you talking about Rashawn at this point in time in my life?
Answer
Right?
the
I'm
question.
going to answer. I just need because
Go
you gave me.
ahead.
I need all the context. So Rashawn, at this point in time of his life,
You're not on the show.
a stay-at-home dad.
Stay-at-home dad.
No, ma'am. That's just never going to happen.
Okay.
Not at this time of my life. If I accomplish my goals, I don't mind helping and elevating my woman for her own goals and her dreams and admirations that she wants. And I'm not doing that. It's not in me, Nikki, to just not do nothing. I'm not going to hold you. And when I say not do nothing, I'm saying just sit at home. No,
But
ma'am.
you are doing something. You're raising the kids. You're cooking the meals. You're making sure the house is clean. You're making sure the car is fixed. You're making sure the gutters are clean. You're making sure the lawn is mowed. You understand? You making sure like you still taking me out on dates. You making sure the girls is good. Their homework is done. Instead of me hiring a sitter and you're working and we gotta hire somebody to pick up the kids and hire somebody to watch the kids and do all this other stuff, you're there.
It's not in my nature.
You didn't have to say none of that. He just was like, nah,
Listen.
it's a no for me.
It's a no for and that respect. I'm not no judgment to any man that want to be a stay-at-home dad. Cool,
Rico.
but for me, that's just not in me.
Rico, come here.
At first,
Rico, Rico, you could be Rico.
Stop it.
Rico, you could be my house husband. Not my house husband.
First of all, look, this is what I be trying to talk about. Oh, she be exaggerating feelings to get guys to do what they want to do. Like, you know,
Good full circle.
You know, I'm gonna say right now I can't answer the question. Right?
Stop the cat, bro.
No, because look, my initial egotistical, prideful self would say, "Fuck no."
Right.
Right?
But rationally?
But when I started thinking about it, and I'm like, yo, I was struggling for 26 years in this world.
You need a break?
Make this shit easier. I actually might do it. Like, you know, like, so I would have to say,
It'll
right?
be a different lifestyle, you understand? Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. No one's saying you can never do anything for you. You can have an online business or whatever, but I'm saying I need your support.
Well, I have an online
need
business
you,
too, so
right, I need you home. I need you with these girls. I need you to pick them
But
up.
that's
I
the
need you
thing.
to do their
So,
homework.
like, so when we say submissive, I say, like, I'm taking submissive and I'm not putting at home there, right?
Right.
Because submissive just means you're dedicating your vision to somebody else.
Right.
That's how I kind of put it. Like, you're putting their vision, you're submitting to their vision.
Right.
Right? That's the best way I could put it. So if I had to stay at home, no, I couldn't do it. There's no way. I can't even stay in my home stay at home.
Okay, so boom, I'm a music artist, and I'm like, Rico, I don't want you to write. You're gonna be on tour with me.
I've never.
Oh, we lit.
What do you mean? You never
no, I'm with you.
Listen to the question. I'm a music artist or I'm an actress. Don't get an apartment. You're staying in LA with me for 6 months while I shoot this movie.
But that's not submissive, though.
It is submissive because as a man, you have to drop everything you're doing and come help me with my stuff.
But look, 6 months. All right, so look, I believe
That's
everybody.
only 6 months.
I be getting money out there. I'm with you. No, listen, you're not gonna stop me from making money. I'm going to do what I need to do. You say, right,
What
we're
if
going to
money
California.
is not the object, you guys? What if I just have enough?
Because
like,
I never. So I was raised and taught that a man that can't make or earn his own money, a woman would never truly really respect him.
That's true. And that's
So I think that. So for me,
yeah, you know what? I can't do it.
So for me, I think that you can be with a woman all you want and say, babe, you're gonna go ahead and she's at the top tier, and that's cool. And you don't do nothing for self. I don't think that woman, in my humbly opinion, will respect that man. Would you?
Do you see how you guys make staying at home sound like staying at home with the kids? It seems like, oh, she's staying at home doing nothing. That's
No,
the problem.
I never said that.
No, they
I
never
thought
said
you were
that.
saying like staying at home.
they never said that.
No, Jada, we never said that. Jada, nothing wrong. Listen,
I'm a stay-at-home mom. Excuse me.
And shout out to all of the ladies. 8 at the table want to say the stay-at-home moms who raise their children. Y'all all are appreciated. We not looking down on you. At the end of the day, that's a whole job within itself.
Absolutely.
And men who has a woman that's willing to do that is able to do more in life, and we need that. So at the end of the day, we're not sitting there and downplaying anything, but I don't think that if the shoe was reversed, that a woman who's out there grinding every single day and the breadwinner, and the man doesn't make no money or does nothing in that aspect, listen, the man, I don't think that woman will respect it, but a man can respect a woman who's at home taking care of the children, et cetera, and doing housework. A man can respect a woman like that, but I don't think the roles reverse.
What's the big difference in that?
Our nature is different. A man nature is to provide.
If she's making a lot of money, that can really make you guys.
That's changing your life money. You know.
Yeah,
that's true.
I had a girl,
but not to do nothing.
No,
you talking about nothing?
Like, I mean,
not nothing.
Yeah, not nothing.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, right? I had a girl
maintaining the home
2 years ago tell me so listen, sometimes when I used to get frustrated with her, I couldn't really talk to her. So I had my best friend talk to her, because she's not making no sense. When when you guys figure out her message, let me know. That was my way of finding a bridge to the problem, right? Mm-hmm. So she said to him one day, just tell Rico he doesn't have to do anything. Like, I have all the money. I make great money. I just want him here in my house and chilling, and then he could do whatever he wants to do. Obsessed. He doesn't have to pay with nothing. He doesn't have to pay for anything. And then
you got some good penis.
So that happens. No, that happens. I think a lot of men.
But no, she's not insecure.
I think a lot of men get that.
The thing is, I was like,
a lot of men get that.
But like,
get that.
Where they at? They
men or women?
They get women. That's women that's out there willing to be like, yo, you ain't got to do nothing, X, Y, Z. And listen,
a lot of men don't get that.
Everybody in my hood got that. They've been dealing with nurses and doctors for a long time. Like,
but all right, but nurses got to clock in to get that bread. Doctors still got to clock. That's not change your life money. I'm talking about somebody that got change your life money. Like, you ain't never got to work again. If the nurse don't work, she not getting paid.
All right, but doctors do got some change your life money. I tell you right now, $250,000 a year is a lot. Right? So what I
still not change your life money.
You've never seen that person.
Listen, money is consistent.
Listen, all right, I'm about to say in 4 years that's $1 million, but I'm not gonna get into that. So look, realistically, and I was like, yo, bro, she does not understand. It has nothing to do about any of that.
Thank you.
And so when I think about it and being submissive to a vision, I realistically couldn't do it. Even though I would almost feel like I'm taking the easy way out as a man. Not everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, and I feel like because as a man, so much pressure is put on me since the day I was born to be a man.